Ooh, and I hit my hat. What the fuck? Way to go, cool guy. Oh, man. What's up, y'all? Y'all good? Good. Hello. Hello. Headphones are up. I am up. We are up. And we're stuck. Are we up and stuck? I don't know. What's going on, beautiful people? How's everyone doing today? I'm doing wonderfundle. Wonderfundle. Let my people go. Are you guys ready for today's show? And gals, wonderful. Or wonderfundle? Should I just stick to wonderfundle? Let's get into today's show because things happened after our last show. And if you didn't listen to Riding with Kasabian, you might not be aware of what's going on. Your boy almost kicked the bucket. Okay, maybe I'm over exaggerating. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, let's get into today's show, talk about today's topics, and tell you guys what happened. Facing my own mortality didn't really help much. And if you can't hear the music, you're obviously watching. If you want to hear the music, you got to head over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify. That way you can hear the music that we played at the beginning of the show. Bro, my son stole my pop filter, and it's never been the same. Just walked up and said, yoink. Kid's like Bart Simpson in real life. Hey. Bow. Oh, my neck. That's how that shit started last time. It's Kasabian. Kasabian Lavoe. Wow. What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Kasabian Lavoe, and welcome to the Kasabian Lavoe Show live from Las Vegas. And I'm behind the microphone. I'll be your host with talent on loan from God. Kasabian's in the building. I used to say that when I was a rapper. I guess I'm still a rapper because I got more albums coming out. But like when I'd be in the building, that's how rappers tell you they're in the building. They tell you, or they ask you if you know what time it is. Nobody ever knew what time it was. Was that just a myth? Did we literally just do that shit for ourselves? So the algorithms it's gone today because I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. Let me get into today's topics, and I'll tell you what happened with me. First off, yes, I would rather take a $50 Walmart gift card than have a Lunchable with Bow Wow. Just want to get that out there, bro. Anyway, let's talk about the mom that got arrested for jumping the kid that was bullying her son. I think that's amazing on her part. Anyway, but not amazing. No, it was wrong. Conor McGregor versus MGK. First off, can we just admit that Conor McGregor is probably the realest one out? Like he's himself everywhere he goes. A transgender fighter. I'm gonna get her name wrong. I don't know why I can't pronounce it. It's Alana McLaughlin. I'm going to chop it up when I talk earlier. Anyway, it was her debut fight. She won her fight. Let's talk about it. Also, Anderson the Spider. If you know who Anderson the Spider is, you want to listen to the story about him knocking out Tito Ortiz in like 4 seconds. Vito Belfort versus Evander Holyfield didn't go as well as people thought it would. I was kind of scared. To tell you the truth, I was more worried about Evander than I was for the women fighters. But we'll get into it. We'll definitely get into it. I don't have any notes. I'm literally just going to go off the top because what happened on Saturday or Friday was Friday. What happened on Friday was like, okay, I'm literally at my desk typing, and I'm working on a contract. I was talking to my client. Hey, I was getting things together, buttoning the paperwork. I smoked. I smoke. I enjoy smoking. Smoked weed for a long time. I didn't smoke. I smoked a lot. I take dab now. I stopped smoking flower because it's just worthless. So I take dabs, and I took a dab, and I'm finishing up paperwork. And then all of a sudden, like, probably 3 seconds, all of a sudden, my fucking neck started to hurt. And I just started doing like this. And then it felt like I was in a full fucking run. And then I burst into panic because I was like, holy shit, what's going on? Like, my heart was racing as if I was full fucking clip on the elliptical, on the treadmill at an incline, just gunning it. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And I'm not one to really worry, but like, I don't know, bro. I was tired. It was cold. I had worked out my legs the day before, so I had like shaky leg ass and shit. So everything kind of made me feel like I was weak, and I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. I'm outside trying to warm up. I'm cold. My ass is shaking. Who knows? I might have been too high and just weak in the legs. I called my mom's. I was like, Ma, I think this is it. I'm having a heart attack. Take me to the fucking hospital. I'm dying. And Mandy didn't believe me. Like, she was like, no, you're fine. And I was like, fuck that. My dad died at 34. Fuck that. And here's another thing. I thought I was 35. Guess I'm not. Not yet. 34. My father died of a heart attack at 34. And it's definitely no laughing matter. I didn't know him, but definitely not a laughing matter. And being 34 at the hospital for heart issues scared the shit out of me. Started to face my own mortality. It's like no matter what you have in place doesn't necessarily... I mean, when you got to face that motherfucker, you got to face him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not inviting death. I'm just not afraid of it. I just don't think I'm ready. You feel me? Like, damn, bro, like, that's it? I go like that with a punk-ass heart attack? Like, I've had worse. Like, give me like, my grandfather, I think that was the saddest shit. When my grandfather passed, he got cancer. He had pancreatic cancer, and they told me he had 3 months to live. When that happened to him, like, he looked at me and said, all the shit I fucking did, and this is what got me. This was cancer. I can't do shit for it. I said, damn, I feel you. That's crazy. That's how I felt that night. Hey, man, facing your own immortality, mortality. Holy shit. It's different. It's just different. I'm good. It was something slight. I'm seeing my doctor, and I'm gonna figure it out. Hopefully, we can figure it out. I'm back on meal prepping. I'm back on getting my shit together. I'm getting right back into fighting shape. And they closed my gym today. So I'm going to try to pull a loan and buy that motherfucker back because that was trash. The internet is offering a $50 gift card or have a Lunchable with Little Bow Wow. Give me that $50 fucking gift card, bro. And tell you the truth, listen, it's not even Bow Wow. I wouldn't even hang out with Jay-Z. I'm straight. Just give me the money. I figured out. I don't need advice. Advice comes from me trying something. I'll learn it if I'm curious enough. Umar Johnson fake married 2 women on 9/11. He's a fucking chump. Donations. Fucking chump ass fuck. So Conor McGregor was over at the VMAs, right? The VMAs, the infamous VMAs. I didn't watch, so I'm not going to pretend that I watched, and I'm not even going to give you guys my my take on the VMAs. I did see the Pop Smoke Memorial, or excuse me, what do they call those things? Not a gondola. I'm not good at church shit. But anyway, his tombstone thing was fucking damaged. I don't want to talk about that. That type of shit to me is classless, and it's so clout chasey that it's pathetic, and I'm not going to give it no light. Pray for them motherfuckers, man. They sick. Y'all sick. Conor McGregor is with... Let's describe the night. All right, the VMAs are going off. Everything looks great. Everybody looks fantastic. Machine Gun Kelly has like mechas all over his face. If you know what mechas are, you know what I'm talking about. Conor McGregor just had surgery. If you don't know Conor McGregor, he's a UFC fighter. He's an MMA fighter. He's a martial artist. He fought Floyd Mayweather. You know that guy? The guy that grabbed the dolly and threw it through a bus? That guy? So yesterday, McGregor goes with his wife over to the VMAs. They're taking pictures, having a good time. He sees Machine Gun Kelly, and he goes, "Hey, fucking Machine Gun Kelly, let's take a picture, yeah?" And Machine Gun goes, "Haha, we don't match. Get away from me," and shoves him. I don't think Machine Gun got the memo that he's a fighter. Yo, McGregor's little ass jumped up through the fucking crowd. Machine Gun's like 6'4", 6'5". There's pictures of McGregor leaping over security, throwing punches, threw his cane down. Motherfuckers jumping up, throwing punches. And you better relax, lady. He's over. See, that's why I can't have you on here. Get off. He's throwing punches at McGregor. He's throwing punches at Machine Gun, literally punching over everyone. The funny shit is Machine Gun Kelly is literally looking at Megan. He's like, "Oh my God, tell Conor to stop it. Why is he trying to hit me? Why is he being so mean to me? We just don't match. Save me, Megan. I'm so scared." And Conor was bro. He grabbed his drink. The gimpy motherfucker slipped when he threw the drink. He's not for play. Conor don't turn off. That boy's dumb in the head. He literally sat there and just started a fight on the red carpet because he wouldn't take a picture with him. This is fucking amazing. Conor McGregor is the best. Do you understand what it is to say, "Hey, let me take a picture," and somebody goes, "No," and you go, "Fuck you," and just start punching him in public? Like, oh my God, that's the fucking greatest shit ever. How do you not love him? Conor McGregor is my favorite person ever. He's my spirit animal. Listen here, lady. You're gonna watch your mouth. Watch your fucking comment. What are we talking about? Okay. Let's talk about this transgender fighter, Alana McLaughlin. Right? I hope I said that right. I'm pretty sure I didn't. So she had her debut match this week on it was on Paramount Plus, but it was on a Spanish network things. I couldn't find it. It was Global Momento or some shit. And the fight went well. Here's my problem, or not my problem. My only issue with transgender men transitioning to women in sports, especially combat sports or sports that require any type of hand-to-hand, well, most sports, is weight difference, the bone structure, and just natural things that I believe are pretty dangerous and should be checked just so nobody gets hurt. And I have personal experience, so trust me, like when I speak on this, it's with compassion because I want transgender people to have sports. They shouldn't have sports. I just believe that we should do it in a safe fashion, in a safe manner. The fight went well. It really wasn't one-sided. It wasn't like she was just dominant. She was obviously bigger. She has a lot more size. Now, the issue before with the transgender fighter was that there was no disclosure and there was no... I don't even know if they were like telling anyone. Like it was almost a secret. And that's not fair. There should be consent from both sides and everybody should know what's going on. And I don't think that there's no if the how do you even describe them? If the other fighter doesn't have an issue with fighting a transgender fighter, then let them fight. I don't have a problem with that. The fight wasn't even a knockout. It wasn't even that vicious. It did look like she broke her jaw. It looked like she broke her kidney was gone, son. She was coughing up blood. It looked bad at the end. She got choked out. Nothing too crazy. Let me be honest with you. I felt worse, or not worse, but Evander Holyfield's fight. He fought with Vitor Belfort. If you don't know who Vitor is, he's an MMA fighter from long, long ago. I mean, he's got fights from the 90s. Okay, this man is vicious. He hits hard. He's great at what he does, and he's in phenomenal, phenomenal shape. And MMA fighters, martial artists, they take advantage of situations. When he hit Holyfield, he was on him. He didn't wait. He's very aggressive. He attacked him the way he would an MMA fighter. And unfortunately, Evander slipped in like 2 seconds into the fight, got caught with a hit. He falls again. Then he got hit on the forehead, and it just looked like he couldn't stop himself, and he was just getting cracked left and right, and the referee stopped it. So they said that they didn't know who chose the rules to the fight. They left it up to Evander if it was going to be a gentleman's fight or they were just going to fight. Nobody knew. Apparently, Evander never told anybody, or it was all bullshit, and they just went at it, and Evander wasn't necessarily prepared. Now, behind the scenes, what really was going on is that Evander put up those videos of him hitting the punching bag and him working out, and it looked like he had tons of speed and he was striking as hard as he used to. And in all honesty, it was bullshit because they were trying to copy Mike Tyson. They thought Mike Tyson was editing his videos to look like he was faster and more sharp and precise, and then they saw him live and they were like, oh shit, he's not playing. Mike can still blow. Crazy power. So Evander's tapes come out during the same time on Instagram. They were putting out clips. They edited him. He looked phenomenal. I was blown away. I was like, how the fuck is this 70-year-old man moving so fucking fast? Tyson's understandable. Not Evander. Didn't make any sense. Vitor went out there, and honestly, Vitor looked phenomenal for his age. These guys they're defying time. And I'm sorry, I'm gushing. My gay side's coming out. I love powerful men. It's just watching old dudes age well that's impressive. I would like to age well. And coming close to a fucking heart attack this weekend, I swear to God, I'm meal prepping. I don't care for a snack. I don't care. I'm smoking weed. That was so irritating. Kasabian, do you do drugs? No, I smoke weed. Do you drink? I haven't had a drink in months. No, I don't fucking drink. I smoke weed. I'm too busy for all that shit. Sorry that doesn't register, because the face tattoos. She seen when they lift my shirt and they saw my tattoos, they were like, what the fuck are we dealing with? Anyway, Vitor did a great job. I would not want to see him fight one of the Paul kids. That's fucked up. He needs to go fight another semi-retired UFC fighter, and I don't even think that's gonna go well. He looks really sharp. It's pretty amazing what he's able to do. Drink cranberry juice for what? I don't need cranberry juice for my heart. Oh, my bad. I'm over here just guessing what people are saying. I gotta stop reading the comments. My bad, y'all. Oh, let me get back to it. You can keep elaborate. I need more information. So now, back to the transgender fighter. And the reason why I want to get into that, because my child was playing group sports. She was in soccer. And she was on a very, okay. This is going to be hard because I know it's going to get me in trouble if I say it wrong. So have you seen the movie Kicking and Screaming? It's a Will Ferrell movie, and they have the kids playing soccer, and the kids suck until the two Italian kids come in, and they go, pass it to the Italians. And that's all they do is pass the ball to the Italians. Nobody else play with the ball. Pass the ball to the Italians, right? Okay. On my daughter's team, we had our proverbial Italians. So it was like, pass the ball to them. They were like fucking soccer stars, bro. They were doing the whole kickity things and over their heads and shit. Like, they were lit. Anyway, so my daughter's team was doing phenomenal. My daughter was just learning. I was excited that she even wanted to play sports. I hate sports. I really don't care for them. Combat sports is different to me than like soccer and shit like this. So my daughter's playing. We get to the soccer field. There's a child who resembles a adolescent male who seemed to be 1.5 feet taller than everybody and about 6, maybe 7 inches wider than the biggest female child. It was an all-girls team. Let me make that clear. My daughter was playing on an all-girls team, so girls against girls. This child felt, I guess that, first off, there was no consent. We weren't even told. The child was there. No one said if this child was transitioning, why this child was playing. In all honesty, it was just not fair because the size of the child alone was damn near cheating. Like, the reason why that team was doing so well is because he kicked it all the way across. The child kicked it all the way across the field, literally in one swoop. None of the girls, even the best players, weren't able to get the ball clear across the field. So, as a parent, that concerns me. And as a parent, that worries me for other transgender children and parents because, okay, I want you to be included as well, but how do we do it safely? You see, and that's my one caveat. Safely. I think it should be talked about. I don't think that should be something that's just thrown on parents. I got into a huge argument with a bunch of parents there because I'm defending my daughter. I saw a vicious child that was a lot stronger and a lot more aggressive than the children that were playing, and I wasn't okay with it. And I don't care what the gender was. Any child that was that aggressive, I'm pulling my child out because I know how I act. I know how I act. And talking about how I act, let's talk about the woman in Florida who jumped the kid for bullying her son. How mad can we really be? One, okay, I don't think that's the right way to do it. As a parent, I have asked for husbands, brothers, uncles, baby daddies, boyfriends. I knock on doors. I talk to teachers. I sit in classrooms. I will talk to you. I will coach you. Do you understand me? I will be your shadow when you fuck with my kids. I've made people move. This dude stopped taking his kids to the bus stop because of me. And I'm not saying I'm no bully. It's none of that. It's just I got a lot of kids, so I've dealt with a lot of fucking parents. My kids aren't the nicest, but they're wonderful children, and they have their ways. But when somebody gets in their way, they're going to defend themselves. And I taught my kids very well. And like I said, they're very well-mannered children, very well-spoken and very honest. A lot of people can't handle the honesty from my children. And it's unfortunate for you, not me. Bro, I've jumped through windows. This little boy cut my daughter's finger with some scissors. I jumped through the window of the car because they didn't want to talk to me. So I jumped through the window. When I stayed in the school. I staked them out in the school because the school wouldn't tell me who it was. So I stayed outside with my baby, and I was like, who fucked with you? And she was like, him. I said, bet. Run through the parking lot. I go through the window, throw that motherfucking park, grab dude out the car, take him inside and say, we need a room to talk. I'm not done with this, man. Bro, that's the parent I am. Ask my wife. This is not a joke. Listen, people have moved from schools because of us. Me, not us. Let me just be completely honest. It's unfortunate. But being a parent, you got to defend your young. And being a single mother, I understand that she was trying to defend her baby. And that's fine. I get it. I'm not going to ever get in the way of that. I don't think that was the way to do it, though. You got to teach your boy how to defend himself. And this is the crossroads I'm coming in right now in my life with sharing custody with my son. You know, his mom can't teach him what he needs to learn as a man at this point in his life. And that's just the basic. That's just facts. I don't think that any child should be raised with one parent. Men don't have enough compassion for children, and women don't have enough, I guess, what's the opposite of compassion? Like tough love? I don't know. Like, I just feel like there's a certain level. You need to have both. It's a fine balance, right? My daughter texted my daughter the other day that she better sleep with one of her eyes open because they got into a beef. So she texted her, you better sleep with your eyes open. That's the kind of shit. That's what happens when you have a daddy like me. You see what I'm saying? But they're so loving and so warm. Like, if you see my kids, they're wonderful people. But I'm me, so they're very much me. My son's mother thinks that she's a single mother. She's not. She's single. That's it. Not a single mother. I'm very much in my son's life. I talk to this kid all the time, and I see the weaknesses, but I see so much of myself, and I know what he's doing with his mom. He's walking all over her because he's an asshole. And that's another reason why his little punk ass don't want to come home, because he knows I'll grind his ass out. Well, pack that boy out in the gym. He's my size now, too. I can't wait to throw his ass around in the gym. I love my son, but I know that he's lackadaisical and he doesn't like too much structure. And that's fine, but you have to build that early in children, instill work ethic early so that you don't have to deal with ain't shit kids. But anyway, back to this. This lady handled it her way. Good on her. The kid that was fucking with her kid, I hope you have a mama and your mama squares up with her and she just get the fade off. Let them fight. And the little boy, go take some taekwondo and learn how to defend yourself, man. You can't be a little bitch forever. You got to man up. You can't be Machine Gun Kelly. Tell him not to hit me no more, Megan. Why are they so mean to me? Tell Connor to stop it. Connor's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? He said, I don't fucking fight with no fucking white boy vanilla rapper pussy bitch. I fight with real men fighters. What the fuck? He was losing it. Okay. Anderson Silva and Tito Ortiz, they were the second card on that weird ass fight that went down this weekend. It's so hot in here, y'all. I can't even bullshit. It's crazy hot. Conor, God damn it. Anderson Silva and Tito Ortiz had a boxing match, right? Now, Anderson Silva is a freak. He's meant to fight. Like, some people are born for this shit, man. I'm meant to talk shit. That dude was meant to fight. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he's sitting there wobbling and doing all the bullshit. And Tito's swinging like a fucking idiot. So he look like a buffoon, bro. He's just throwing these big ass fucking haymakers. Okay, I don't think you understand. Anderson Silva's probably 77 years old. Okay, got a metal leg because he broke the shit kicking somebody. But he moves like Muhammad Ali when the Muhammad was in his fucking prime. Do you feel me? He put himself in the corner, bounced out the fucking way, let him gas himself out, leaped up, boom, slapped him with one hit. Put him on his face. Tito Ortiz's head is like this big in real life. Like, when I met Tito Ortiz, he's real tall, and then his head is real fucking big. So when I stood next to him, I was like, man, you got a big ass peanut head, my boy. Like, the shit was huge. Pause that whole shit. Pause. Everybody heard that. Pause. Let's restart. Can we restart? Just Tito got a enormous skull. But Anderson came in, and usually in fighting, the reason why I bring that up in fighting, when somebody has a big head, they're hard to knock out. Not for Anderson. He slapped him. And I don't think, let me just being completely honest, there's no way that Anderson Silva and Tito Ortiz would ever have fought MMA. Like, Tito was never of that ilk. Sorry, Tito. You're not that good. You're not that guy. You're not that guy. And that's all I got. I can't believe I made something out of nothing, because today's show was going to be rough. But that $50 shit for Bow Wow was great. And when I chop this shit up, we're going to have a great time with this one. I'm going to go play video games with my friends. My name is Kasabian. Live in the moment. Don't live in the past. Be safe. Stay dangerous. Lavoe loves you. One.